We are the Archers. James, 38, Amanda, 37, Delilah Petrichor, 3.5, 3.5, Sterling Frost, 2, Jameson Moon, 7 months, and our dogs, Tinsel, 21, and Arrow, 10. We are the family behind the Wandering Footprint name. Our adventure with Optimystic Prime started in March 2018. A 1996 international school bus purchased from a school in Toronto, Ontario, Canada for $1,500. It took us more than a month to get her home. Then we converted her to a basic motorhome, got rid of most of our belongings, tied the knot on Victoria Day in the woods at the Warsaw Caves in Ontario, and then set out in our glorified moving truck, June 21st, 2018. We arrived on Vancouver Island on BC Day, August 2018. We camped up island until September and then worked on Aloha Farm on Salt Spring until the first week of November 2018. After being Salt Spring Island until the first week of November 2018. After being asked to leave because of bylaw issues, we returned to Vancouver Island and got legally married in Victoria, BC on our 5th anniversary, November 7th, 2018. We spent winter 2018-2019 working and living on a tree nursery, and then in February 2019 found out we were expecting our third child in September. We were connected to a family from one of the local First Nations and moved to their property on the Tsartlip Reservation March 23, 2019. Our second son was born September 16, 2019. December 2019, Amanda finally accepted that her heart wanted... December 2019, Amanda, finally accepted that my heart wanted to figure out how to have a meetup with people like me, like us. I wanted to find our tribe. Being scared of showcasing our simple build, our chaos, our truth. I had been avoiding the idea in my head since November 2018 when I dreamed about spending time in the forest with a bunch of schoolies. Because of my past with vendor markets and the desire to find a way to support my fellow dreamers, the idea of a tiny home show emerged. It only needed a cool name. The Wandering Footprint Shiny Show was born with a nod to the show and shine from James's love of vintage car shows. When we called the local fairgrounds and found out that it was only $450 a day to rent the RCMP barn and parking for tiny homes didn't have to be paid until the show, that the deposit was only half of the total expense of $900, 2 days. For 2 days. We decided that next paycheck went to the risk of jumping into a dream, an idea, a stroke of insight, as Jill Bolte Taylor would say. We dreamed of a space where the local community could come and see who we are, to get inspired of the many faces this life looks like, that we are kind and smart and helpful, that we aren't much different than anyone else. We just want to be self-sufficient, to not have debt, to live sustainably, to have time off, to be able to be in nature, to be able to spend time together. And this life ended up being the solution to so many of our hypotheses about life. We wanted to show that we are all so different and yet hold a common thread. We are fun, kind, and optimistic. We dreamed of a kids zone, of speakers and workshops, of music and of transparency, of sharing the journey so that others could copy us and maybe, just maybe, create a business that could support our dreams. It had to start small, that we knew, and so it was agreed to have a vendor market and a tiny home showcase, July 4th and 5th, 2020. Leave the rest of the ideas to the future. Then the week of finalizing letters and logos and collaborating with a couple of local women on the vision, getting the validation that there was a space for this vision in this community, the whole world went into chaos. We shut down. We faced our deepest fears, we faced our truths and ourselves, and we saw that we had to let go of the idea and flow with what was happening. that maybe we could do something similar, but online. Maybe we could accomplish our vision of inspiring others by connecting them with their local communities. The idea of an app was born, the Wandering Footprint Tiny Home app, where you can find your tribe and support each other. We hope that our journey inspires others, that it doesn't have to be perfect or look perfect, that it's the adventure and journey that matter most. We hope that the proceeds from this app will help us buy our dream bus, Metatron, a Bluebird flatnose, and convert her to our dream tiny space. We hope through this app we can connect and collaborate with local businesses so we can showcase their work through the conversion of Metatron. We hope that if we can accomplish this next year, 2021, we can showcase Metatron at our first tiny home show here on Vancouver Island. We hope we can inspire countless others to do the same. Ultimately, we want to own property that gives a home base to those like us, the wanderers. We want to legalize tiny home living, where we can build community in a closed, full-circle system, where we can feel self-sufficient and live in celebration, teaching our kids to be their best selves by being ours. Our motto is, pull back, aim, let go, as we go into the mystic. Love and light. Amanda. And my archers.